So who do you think would win in a fight, Eggsy or Argylle?
Who or Argylle?
Eggsy from Kingsman.
Argylle, probably.
Come on.
Argylle exists within the same universe as Kingsman. So who do you think would win in a fight, Eggsy or Argylle?
Who or Argylle?
Eggsy from Kingsman.
Argylle, probably.
Well,
I mean, I'm not being biased. I think Argylle.
Argylle's gonna win that fight, yeah.
Due to the nature, he's idealized in that sense, and so by that very aspect, everything is extraordinarily casual in how he does it. And Eggsy was sort of different. Eggsy goes through the growing pains of becoming a spy.
Argylle.
I mean, I prefer the green jacket to the orange, so Argylle.
Well, here's the thing about Argylle. Technically, he's an idealized version of a spy, which means that he's not completely real. And so, whereas Eggsy is a real spy, much like Sam's character. And so it's the fantasy, the collision of the fantasy and the reality is what's really, really, really fun. But at the end of the day, the fantasy is always going to potentially beat the reality.
He's wiry. He's fast and he's wiry. Scrappy. But based on the scene in Mission Impossible, I would not F with this man.
Well, I mean,
That's true.
you say that.
Listen, and I love them both and have worked with them both, and they are both formidable individuals.
Whoa, that's a double entendre.
You're right. So
Honestly, it would just be a fight to the death. They would both die.
Yeah.
They would both totally die.
But Bryce, you're a director yourself. You've directed episodes of The Mandalorian. So what if one day Matthew Vaughn asks you to direct a movie in the Kingsman universe, and you had to cast Henry Cavill? How would you think he would fare?
Great, of course. Yeah.
Would you cast him as Argylle or another character?
Yes, Henry Cavill's one of the best.
It'd be fun to be directed by you. Actually.
Yeah, I would love to work with Henry. Henry's the best.
He's the best.
Ideas.
Yes.
How about Sam?
He's all right.
He's all right. Yeah, gotta give me a lot of line readings.
Have you seen him dance?
I tell
Would you
Sam.
dance
Line
right
reading.
now?
I'm dancing right now. With very
dancing, like,
small
very
moves.
internal.
You gotta like
in
really
his
look
heart.
close.
Yeah.
Subtle.
I'll take credit for it.
Sam
I
is
would need a lot
one
of
of the
line
greats.
readings.
Sam is one of the greats of all time. I was telling him this yesterday. I learned so much about directing working with Sam and just kind of seeing what's possible for actors, like how you can get to a place where it's like, yeah, okay, this is the plan, all of that, but maybe there's something better. Maybe there's something more. Maybe there's something that can be discovered. And just being in that playful space and mindset with no ego, just truly, truly invested in just making the most of every moment. It was really, really awesome getting to work with him.
Yes, and Sam, you have a talent for improvisation. So how much of Aiden was scripted, and how did it play against like Bryce and Henry?
So that improv's tricky. It really, it needs to be character based. So it really is a garnish for the main meal. The main meal being the dialogue in the script. I think the best improvs are always before and after the take, because you're trying to rev up the engine and then you're sort of revving down the engine. So often those are the best improvs, actually.
When you first said it was the meal, I thought you were referring to yourself as the meal, and I was like, that is true because you're
No, I meant the script being the meal. the story. But the story.
You are a dish. That's not.
No question.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, it was mine. Yeah, Bryce, were you about to say something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like when you said what do you remember about the improvisation? I was like often on the other side of it, and there was just so many things that he would say. And
You too, though. We had a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun, but like he would say things, and I would be like, "Whoo, that's edgy," and then Matthew would be like, "That's brilliant," and then you'd be like, let's make a T-shirt of that thing, actually. Let's build it into the story. Like there were constant things that he would come up with, and then it would somehow become integrated into the story and part of the fabric of who the characters were. And I just loved it. You're a risk taker.
Thanks.
I love
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.
I love it.
The last question's for you. So did you know that this role, I'm speaking for myself, completes every girl's dream to see you as the greatest spy ever, James Bond, or even as a Bond villain? Yeah, so would you ever take the call if that happens?
You better. Sorry.
I have no idea what Barbara Broccoli and Mike Wilson are thinking, and obviously it'd be very exciting to be a part of. But watch this space. I mean, it's. I wish them all the luck in the world, regardless.
What's fun is that Argylle is very, very different from any other spy you've ever seen in movies. Very, 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 very different.
Perfect spy.
Yeah.
Yes. And Henry has a tremendous amount of range. And I would love to see you as Bond. But anyway.
Yeah,
I'd
me
love to
too.
see you as a Bond girl.
Oh.
Playing opposite Henry.
Oh my goodness. Sure.
If the
Barbara, call me.
Yeah.
A little long in the tooth
Yeah.
for a
Come on,
Bond
Bob,
girl.
don't be
But
silly.
I'm about to call him and ask him, can I be a Bond girl?